Hey guys, this is going to be a video about an animal that's kind of close to me. You guys saw my videos before. Actually, I don't think I've posted them yet, but I'll post them before I post this one. This guy's is a bullfrog that lives in my koi pond. He lives in the pond with my koi. They don't bother each other. He eats bugs. I find this guy in my pool sometimes. Sometimes we'll hop away from the pond, especially during heavy rains, and he likes to hop in the pool. And he's big enough where he can crawl on the steps and hop back out. He probably does it every single night. Well, tonight my dog, even though I love him so much, dumbass, found him hopping near the pool and injured the poor guy. Come here, buddy. As you can see, he's still alive. He's still breathing. The scratch on his nose wasn't caused by the dog. See, my pool's kind of like now you guys are gonna think I'm a spoiled rich kid, because it's a gunite pool. It's kind of like some material. It's kind of like cement, except it's a little less rough. And when he swims, you know, he kind of just bumps his nose into the side and kind of just scraped his nose up. But that's not the main injury. My dog, I mean, the good thing is my dog didn't kill him. I don't think his intent was to kill him. I think he picked him up, thought it was a ball, bit down too hard, because, I mean, my dog's a pit. He's got strong jaws. And this leg right here, when he bit down, broke his arm. Now, the frog is alive, being kept here in this bucket. He doesn't want to hop away. Poor guy's tired. Probably feels like, hey, I'm going to die anyway. If you're a predator, eat me already or something, you know? And every time he moves his arm, he's in a lot of pain, which is why I'm going to put him back in a second. The reason I got a cloth in this bucket is just so, you know, you get those little factory knobs from when they make these buckets. You know, they're kind of scratchy. I don't want this poor bullfrog to get scratched up. And the cool thing about bullfrogs is they got these big muscular arms and huge hands. They just look like beasts. But this poor guy's a break in his arm. It doesn't look too bad. It's definitely swollen in the area that would be not his forearm but his upper arm. Darn, I forgot what. And you can see it was 2 years ago I took anatomy class. I forgot what that's called. It would be the humerus. Yeah, the humerus, the funny bone. This bone right here. And he's hurt, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep him in here when he gets a little bit better. And I want his nose to get better too, so I'm going to take out my 55, put that outside, put some water in it, put some nice soft, non-rough substrate in there so he doesn't get scraped. And pretty much I'm just go to PetSmart, not PetSmart, they don't sell Dubious at PetSmart. I'm going to just feed him on super worms, bugs I catch outside, and give him some dubia roaches, and this will give him a nice area to heal, eat, and properly catch his food without hopping too much on that leg, on that arm. That's good, he can still move it. It's not totally bad, and that way he can make a full recovery. Yeah, this guy's been living in my backyard for actually a few years now. I always find the same bullfrog, and we don't find a lot of bullfrogs in this area of New Jersey. I noticed when I started taking pictures of them before, the markings are all exactly the same place. You don't find animals like that where the spots and the swirls are exactly alike. And yeah, this guy, I took pictures of him before when I did a fall clean out. He was hiding in the rocks, the water's getting cold. He leaves, probably buries himself in the dirt. As soon as spring comes out, in the spring there's ice over the pond as soon as it melts, so I never really have a net over it except during the fall when the leaves are falling. But you know, then I take it off, so he hops right back in the pond and goes right back along with his life. Actually, I think it's a female because this guy doesn't croak. It doesn't make that you know, that long noise. So I think this bullfrog is actually a girl. But yeah, this guy or girl, I don't know. The size looked like it might be a. I mean, I got big hands, but the size looked like it might be a boy, only because it's not the hugest bullfrog I've ever seen, but he's pretty damn huge. And I gotta realize I got big hands too, so this might be a girl. But yeah, this poor guy, I mean, oops. Yeah. Nicknamed him Kermit. He'll be okay. You know, I'm gonna take good care of this guy. And hopefully just nurse him back to health. The good thing is he's got no bleeding. You guys see that arm kind of like hanging right there. I'm just not messing with it. But he's got no internal bleeding, no big cuts or nothing like that. My dog pretty much just saw him hopping, picked him up, squeezed a little too hard, probably thought it was a ball because tennis balls are green. Go figure. Put him down because even though my dog is a pit, and we know any dog would chase a frog or a rabbit or something, if they catch it, they'd hurt it, you know? But my dog is not aggressive. He's been raised around lizards and stuff. And, you know, from what I saw, he picked him up. He started moving. He put him right down in the water. Looked at him, sniffed him. He could have killed him if he wanted to. He could have picked him right about the pool. And the dog just walked away. Thank goodness. Because I was a little bit far away. And, well, actually, this is my dad's story. Because I was in my room asleep. So this poor guy, you know, we're going to keep him in this bucket overnight. See how he improves. Give him some food to eat. And we'll go on from there. And I'll just release him right back in the pond. Yep. Yeah, but I feel sorry for this poor guy, and that's why I'm going to nurse him back to health. He's been living in my backyard, I think, for at least 3 years now. Exact same frog, exact same markings. He disappears in the winter, comes right back in the pond. I remember when this frog came in the backyard, it was this big. He was a lot smaller, about that big. Same markings, everything. I'm telling you, this is the same frog. Because I've seen different bullfrogs, the blotches and the lines are never in the exact same place. It's picture perfect. It just got bigger, and you know, the guy found a home, and unfortunately he got hurt. So try and make sure it doesn't happen again. But I'm gonna take care of this guy. And this video is kind of near to my heart, only because like I've had this frog for a while. Not really a pet. He lives outside in the wild. He hunts on his own. But I see him every day. When I clean out my pond, I clean out the leaves and the reeds and stuff. He's always in there. He's used to seeing me. He doesn't hop away. And I'm not one of these guys to try to fantasize the over intelligence of an amphibian. But when he sees me every day not darting at him, any animal would think, okay, I'm not a threat. If they see me every day not trying to harm them or catch them. I mean, of course, if I get too close, he hops away. You know what I mean? If I touch him. But I mean, he's just a cool animal and not skittish around people, so, you know. I'm definitely going to save this guy, because if he's left out there, he's done for. Broken arm, can't really hunt, you know. I mean, he's fat, you know what I mean? It'll heal, but hopping around between the pool and everything else, or, you know, it's just not good for him out there, so I'm going to give him a chance. Got any more questions on bullfrogs, what they eat, you know, how they live, their whole ecology? Leave a comment. And if you guys actually have ever rescued an animal or had an animal that lived in your backyard or something that's been injured and you kind of just nursed it back to health and put it back, you know what I mean? Tell your story. Tell your story in a comment, you know what I mean? Doesn't matter how long it is. Like, it's not going to be annoying. This is a place where we can all share our own thoughts and views on helping out animals in the wild and helping out, you know, things that we care about, you know. So tell your story, guys. Later.